Okay, good morning. So today I want to talk to you about especially those people that have not yet joined the Uber app. I just want to point out some of the benefits, especially insurance wise. Just in case you're not aware, there are some protections that you could lay claim or yeah, some protections that you could lay claim to. So this is what this video is about. I'm going to show you the page of the insurance and then what is covered just in case you've been in such situation or you know somebody who's been in such situation. So please, I need you to read through it and then understand how to claim, when to claim, because there is a time limit. You can't claim at any point in time, and then some other benefits. So just enjoy. Okay, so on the Uber app, click on that icon, the option icon, then go down to help. Under the help icon, you can see okay, there are so many things to go through in this place. And if you have the Uber app, I would implore you to take some time and go through them. You might actually find some things really helpful. But let me point you to some interesting features. For instance, safety. If you come down to safety, okay, there is this options of you can report a discrimination. However, in order to report this discrimination, you would need a camera. It's good to have a dash cam, of course. This has not become a very viral thing for most drivers, especially in Nigeria yet. But I think as time goes on, please consider buying one, consider installing one in your car so that you don't have to explain and explain without evidence. If you have a dash cam, you simply just upload it and complain about the situation. Okay? And now this second one says I was involved in an accident. All right? You click on it and then you see they will ask for some information. They would understand this. Even apart from you, even your customer is also covered in terms of insurance or in terms of, let's say, any injury that happened on a trip. Okay, your customer is actually covered. Now, if there's a damage to your vehicle, they like to see the picture, probably help you with it. I don't know for certain because I've never really tried. But what I know for a fact is that, for instance, if you suffer some kind of situation due to the actions of a rider, okay, for instance, let's say the driver caused a mess in your vehicle and then you had to go take it to the car wash and then you washed it and then you provided the receipt and things like that. Uber can, on their own discretion, sometimes sort you out. All right. On their own discretion. So this is not something you can really, what is it called now, enforce or force them to do. All right. So on and on like that. This is a very interesting situations. Now, this last place wherein I was intimidated, the option of I was intimidated, it applies mostly to us in that if you peradventure unfortunately fall a victim of all this tout or maybe the VIOs or things like that, of course, if it's no fault of your own, or if you really believe that you were being taken advantage of, you were being profiled, then you could literally report this and then snap the picture of the fine, the amount they collected from you. Okay, Uber could help you cover for some of that, not while you were there, of course, but like after you have paid and you're out, they could indemnify you, they could reimburse you. So that is why some of these features are like mad crazy, like crazy good, that's what I meant. So these are some of the what is it called now, the benefits of using the Uber app. I don't know if other rideshare apps cover you as much as these people, or rather they're as detailed as this. All right, so next I'll show you the insurance page and I'll show you some of the coverage, okay, that is on there. All right, so let's go into that. Okay, so this is what the site looks like. The site for the Uber insurance program, and the insurance is being covered by this Mansard something in Nigeria. Now, in order to be eligible, you have to be on trip. You have to be on trip. You cannot file a claim for an insurance or for any injury or damages offline. So you have to be on trip, and this program has been on for from 2018. So anybody, any kind of protection post this date is covered. Now, I am going to leave the link in the description. I definitely implore you to go and read through every single line. It's very interesting, but let me just point out specifically these 2 points. The first one is the covers, the things that are covered. The number one here is the medical treatment. Now, in case of an accident that is so severe that requires you being bedridden, being hospitalized, and you stand a chance, or I think you can file an insurance claim. Medical treatment that happens on trip. Very importantly, it has to happen on trip. Okay. And then next is death and funeral payment. Of course, you don't get this one. Your legal heirs get this, or your family or whoever you've quoted as your successor gets this. And then next is due to, of course, this medical treatment, if you suffer some permanent disability and all that, you are also eligible for some payment. I think it's a lump sum payment. And then they also have the daily benefit. This happens whenever you're bedridden due to this particular incident. And I think it goes on for 30 days. But the problem now is over here, the limits of the protection. It tells you how much, by how much, or the highest amount you are covered by, or within the insurance policy. So for medical expenses, it cannot exceed 600,000. Okay, that's a lot. That's pretty generous, but depending on the situation, it cannot exceed 600,000. Now, in case of death, your legal heirs may be paid up to an amount of 2 million. Okay, but again, like I said, you don't get this, of course, because you're dead. So your legal heirs will get this amount, but not necessarily this amount, but cannot exceed this amount. This is the highest amount. Okay, so based on some conditions and some prerequisites, you will maybe be getting something close or something exact to this amount. And then in case of permanent disability, there is also a lump sum payment resulting or be up to this amount, 2 million. And then the daily payment benefit in case you're bedridden due to the medical situation or accident that causes you to be bedridden in the hospital for more than 24 hours, you will get a payment of $1,000 each day for 30 days. Of course, this requires a doctor's report, which you're going to upload to them. They are going to request for it, and then you're going to upload it, and then before you can be eligible for this, you cannot be working and still be eligible for this. So the moment you get back to work, this immediately stops. So please take the time to read through all of this frequently asked questions and all that. And if you're also in other countries, your own would be different. So what you just need to type is Uber insurance in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Iraq, in Pakistan, wherever you may be. It actually differs. I think in Czech Republic, if I'm not mistaken, they also cover you off trip. So you don't always have to be online to be covered by the own insurance policy, right? They also cover you even when you have concluded the trip and then 15 minutes after. All right, that's in between the time when you're not necessarily on a trip or with a passenger or going to fulfill or rather pick up somebody to go on a trip. So you can be covered. That's in Czech Republic. So you need to check for your own country. Like I said, you type Uber insurance in the name of your country. All right. So you're going to see all of that and then what you're covered by and all that. It's very important you know this so that you can save yourself, or rather you can definitely tap into the goodies that comes with it. So yeah. So that's basically the gist, yeah? There are some protections that you could really avail yourself to, or if you know a friend who is also on the Uber app but doesn't know that they're covered by this, because I've heard of many cases of people who got accident, especially during the trip or while Ubering, maybe at night or during the day, I don't know, but I hear a lot of people being brought into the emergency room. So these are some of the things you can really claim, and it's a benefit that is just there waiting for you. So why not take advantage of it? So, like I said, check in your country to see which one you are eligible for if you're not in Nigeria. So that's the main thing for this video. And if you want to register on the Uber app, I have a link on the description, my own description of this video, so you can use that or either use that of a friend. Just try and use someone else's link. I think there's some benefit to it. So please, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.